Dude. We're back, buddy. You ready for the best show ever?
Best show ever.
Dude!
Welcome back,
Oh my gosh, welcome back!
I've been so fired up, I can't believe.
Oh my gosh!
Look at you.
You know, look at you. Have you lost weight?
Oh my gosh, you know what?
Seriously,
I've been.
No, if you look like.
I've changed a few eating habits.
Hey, everybody, what do you think? You think Carl's lost weight? I think you lost weight.
Man, I may have.
Or maybe it's a.
So it could be this garbage.
It could be that garbage you're wearing.
Changed a few eating habits, did a few things here.
No, that's good. That's good.
Thanks,
You've been
man.
good. I mean, we've been talking like all summer long, spring and summer, like about football. When do we get back to football?
We could. You know, last year was just such an enjoyable experience for football from start to finish. Like the playoffs were amazing. The Super Bowl was amazing. Like everything was just fantastic. Not to mention our picks.
That's because Carl was like what 160. I mean, you had like a 60%.
22 games over 500, and the Kool-Aid pick. Let's not forget the Kool-Aid pick. Your one pick a week was 12-8.
It was
12-8-1. Doug's Kool-Aid pick.
That's absolutely. That's it. So hey. We are back. You've got Carl, you've got Doug, you've got Brimm Sports. And dude, we are back for the 2022 season.
2022. And I think we should let everybody know. Okay?
Yeah.
If you're new to the show, I am not a Browns fan. There's a long history to this. Okay?
Yes.
And if you're back, welcome back. You know,
absolutely. Thank you. That's right.
Yeah. Some things that you're going to see is we are here to you know, not just have fun, but this is definitely a serious handicapping
That's
show.
right.
We take our picks serious.
It is.
We try to deliver winners week in, week out. We're having a good time, but every week you're going to see some things that, you know, you're not going to see everywhere else.
Just inside baseball here. The very first comment that we got, it was like last year or the year before. The very first comment.
Yeah. Well, literally the worst show I've ever seen. Which is fantastic, right? Fantastic. And then we just deliver winners.
That's right. We deliver winners every single time.
We're going to be out there.
So we are excited to be back.
Yes,
so okay. So let's, you know, are there any changes? Okay, we're talking about NFC first. We're doing an NFC show first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there were some things we thought were going to happen, right? Oh yeah. So today we're going to bring you our NFC predictions. As you can see, the board's up for the NFC. We'll talk about a few things, let you know what you're going to see on the show.
Absolutely.
What are we bringing back this year, first off, that are not changed? We're going to bring back the brown bags. What are these guys?
The brown bags. That's right. Every week we are going to nominate after that week's, you know, schedule the games. The next week, one of those teams, one of the losers, usually, is going to be the brown bag.
Whose fans are showing up with the brown bags?
Absolutely.
Drop the ball.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's it.
Yep.
So we got the brown bag. You mentioned Kool-Aid pick.
Your Kool-Aid pick. That's your pick of the week. That's coming to 12-1 last year. Fantastic.
Cannot wait to break out the Kool-Aid.
Fantastic.
This is the one that you're going to smoke.
We're going to have some three-team parlays this year.
Three-team parlays.
Yep.
Watch Carl's three-team parlays. Go to Vegas.
Yeah. Listen, by January, you can do it right here in the state of Ohio.
Absolutely. I hope so. I hope we can do that. And then we're going to do some more fun things. Last year, we did a Survivor pick. We were just doing Survivor picks amongst us. So what we're going to do this year, folks, we're going to try to make it a little bit easier for everybody, and especially for you.
Bring it.
Okay, so we've gone out to ESPN, and ESPN.com. And so what we've got here is we have a Survivor pool. So what we'd like you to do is go to ESPN.com, look for it where it says Eliminator Challenge, and then just search for Fire and Brimm, and it's the Fire and Brimm Survivor 2022 pool. Get in on it.
Yeah,
Get in on it.
One of our favorite parts of even doing this and having fun with this is the interaction of other people.
Yeah, right? Absolutely.
Is getting on, telling us how silly we are or how bad our picks are, or that's not going to happen. Right. But getting involved, putting your picks out there, get out there. You know, I think I was out week 1 of the Eliminator Challenge last year.
I remember that. You went through all this manipulations and all this algorithm stuff, and then you went out week 1.
We got out week 1, and you made a run deep into.
I think it was like week 10, something like that. It was pretty far. It was pretty far into it.
Get involved. Put your picks out there every week. Compete against us. Do the Eliminator Challenge. Get on the Survivor pools because we're going to do that, and we're going to do our picks.
And we're going to do the picks. We're also going to do the picks this year. Go out to ESPN.com again, And what you do, just Pigskin pick 'em. Again, look for the Fire Brimm ATS. That's against the spread, because he's going to be against the spread, 2022. And join the league, because what that's going to do then is that the folks that do it, join.
We'll be able to know your
we'll
record
be able to
for
check
the
records.
Yeah.
That's right, because it's so many people last year going, well, what's our overall record? And I didn't have some sort of monster spreadsheet to figure that out. Right. So that's going to be fun to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to that. So what about any other changes?
Nope. So I made just a couple tweaks to the algorithm, but other than that, the algorithm was so locked in last year. It's a living organism. It ebb and flows throughout the year. But listen, I'm excited to bring winners. But as far as the league goes, we thought Tom Brady was going to be bye-bye, right?
We thought Brady, well, he was.
And he didn't.
He was.
He's still bye-bye.
And he was a week ago. Yeah, he came back yesterday.
Did he come back? All right, so the Masked Singer's done? You think he's on the Masked Singer?
You think that's what he did, the Masked Singer?
He was on the Masked Singer. That'd be really funny.
I thought he was on a vacation with his kids.
Yeah.
I thought it was a predictable vacation with his kids before school started, because Giselle is just P.O. that he went back to football, right? So he had to sell, some other things. Okay, we're going to take a little vacation in the summer when the kids start school, that type of stuff.
He's going to be all right.
I thought that Rodgers was gone. I thought Rodgers was going to be with the Broncos.
Then he stays, and then they ship off Devontae Adams, right? Man,
that is going to be interesting.
You think? Right?
That is
I know,
going to be really
fun.
interesting.
The storylines are piling up.
But Russell Wilson's gone. He went to the Broncos. So that is a big...
I think he's going to be fantastic there, but let's save that for another show.
There was Aaron Rodgers for about 5 minutes this winter, was so excited because Brady said he's retiring. They shipped off Russell Wilson to the Broncos, and he said, man, the NFC is mine. It is mine. It is all mine. Right? Yeah. And then Brady goes
Jared
back.
Goff was not a threat.
Absolutely.
Jared Goff was not a threat.
Kirk Cousins not a threat at all.
Mariota, though. Yeah. I mean, they're Marcus Mariota now.
You better watch him. Okay. Who else? What else can we bang on this week?
Man, listen. So your favorite topics. One of your favorites is the infamous coaching carousel.
You know what?
Every year you've got a guy that you make sure is out of a job.
Absolutely.
You want his family to not know where the next meal is coming from, and you go after him.
And I think
a couple years ago it was Dan Quinn.
It was Dan Quinn.
Last year it was Zim.
Zimmer was all on it.
See you later. Who's your guy?
Patricia.
Patricia
was in.
You took care of him for us.
So I'm pulling out the old sheet from last year because look at all the X's.
Gone.
They're all gone.
Yeah, Doug takes care of that.
Mike McCarthy.
That's your guy?
Even if the Cowboys win the division, I'd still get rid of McCarthy, and I'd bring in Sean Payton. I'd bring in Sean Payton in a heartbeat.
So you think that's already in the works?
I would do it. I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Him and Jerry Jones are having dinners.
Absolutely. Yeah. Even if McCarthy makes the playoffs, bring in Sean Payton. It's an upgrade.
What are you even waiting for then? Why'd you even wait?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
No, I think because he's still under contract or something like that. Yeah. So those are things that we're coming up with, man.
Regardless, I am so excited to get this thing kicked off.
Then let's do it.
Get this season going. And right now, because I am locked in, I am ready to let you know who our playoff teams are going to be.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it for the NFC. So here's what we're going to do. And we'll try to make it explainable here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go down each division in the NFC.
Okay.
We're going to put our first to fourth, right here. All right. And then after we got it all done, then we're going to put in who's going to be in the playoffs.
All right.
So we know that the top 4 division winners are going to be in the playoffs, right?
Okay.
But then the big thing is really the wild cards.
Okay.
Who's going to be in the wild cards. And then we'll save this slot for which of those 7 teams we think is going to be they're going to be going to Glendale, Arizona on February 5th, 2023 for Super Bowl 57.
All right.
Okay, you ready?
Let's see it. How do we want to do it? We do a division time, or we just going to put them all up there? Let's go.
What division you want to go?
Let's start with the East.
Do you want to go East?
Yeah,
okay.
Let's go East. Ready?
Go East.
Who we got? Let's see.
All right. So I'm going to go East.
Pretty easy division, I think, here in the East. I think that one's pretty well stated for.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right. Now this is fun because I'm not looking at yours. And so this is always fun when
Keep in mind, we spend hours in the war room. So how this works is, I've got the war room, Doug's got his war room. We come out, we genuinely, every week, I have no idea what Doug's coming at. Actually, to be honest, I've figured out, generally, rarely am I surprised. But pick an underdog, Doug. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so the only difference is
so I've got Philly winning the division.
You got Philly, and I got the Cowboys winning the division. So
which I think that could be a toss-up too, but I am going Philly. Yeah.
Okay, so Philly's already in the playoffs for you. All right, that's good. Okay,
let's go with the North.
You want to go North?
Yeah, I mean these are two. These guys aren't going to be a threat.
They're not going to be a threat.
It's going to be a couple of wins for both those guys.
I mean Carson Wentz. I mean Daniel Jones. I mean no.
Yeah. There's no threat there.
No, there's no threat. There's nothing. No, in fact, actually, they're going to be better, but they're just not going to be.
I'm not even sure. I just don't feel them to be any kind of a. So we think about who could be like the. I mean, the Bengals had Joe Burrow, right? Yeah. So it wasn't like they came out of nowhere.
No, absolutely
to win. But is there? These aren't a team that is lying in the weeds, ready to take that step, right? This is going to be between the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Yeah, that's it. I am with you on that. Okay, go north. Let's go north. So you're going to put the Packers last, right?
As a diehard Lions fan my whole life, I'm not a big fan of the cheese. But this year...
Dude, we got the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Got the exact same thing.
I think it's pretty obvious. The Lions, I don't think, are going to be much better.
The Lions... I think they're going to be.
You think they should be better?
I think they're going to be marginally better.
I
think the Bears are. Well, the Bears don't have an offensive line. No. They don't have an offensive line. Speaking of offensive line,
they don't have a quarterback. But
what about Rodgers? What about Rodgers? Rodgers, Bakhtiari. I'm not sure if he's going to play a full season. He's a left tackle. I mean, he just protects him all the time. He doesn't have Devontae Adams. He was throwing the young wide receivers under the bus the other day. I mean, Rodgers. So, do you think that they're going to be like the Packers of the past couple of years?
This right here should be 6 wins.
You think so? Really?
I think with Green Bay's defense, Aaron Rodgers is elite, whichever way you want to look at it. And I feel Aaron Rodgers could be the NFL MVP, to be honest. I think he's going to.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I thought that was Marcus Mariota.
He's going to raise. That's the team. That's the Bengals of the NFC this year. Mariota's going to. They went out and got their guy. Absolutely. He's going to elevate Atlanta to that. But fantastic. I think Green Bay is going to be that good.
I'm putting an asterisk next to the Packers. So, I mean, now I got a nephew of mine, huge Packers fan. He said their defense is so good.
They're good.
That's just going to carry them over. So, and they do have a good defense. And they have a good defense when they're playing the Lions and Bears. That makes their defense even better, right?
And there were years where, I don't know what happened to the Packers in that playoff game against the Niners. They got suffocated by that 49er defense is what happened. I think that one hurt a little bit, and I don't think they're going to forget. Aaron Rodgers isn't going to forget that too.
And the 49ers have had their numbers for a couple years now. This is not a new thing. Yeah. They've had their numbers for a couple.
It's going to be different,
and I know why that is, because this is my theory. They play in such a shitty division all year long that they only play to the level of the competition. Yeah,
we'd say that
and then they go to the playoffs, and all of a sudden they have to up the game because they haven't been challenged. That's right, they haven't been challenged all season long. Yeah. And so that's why I think that teams, especially good defenses, are able to snuff them out for that one game.
I think that's where the Packers will be different this year for sure. But we'll see. Yeah,
well, it's because if their offense is not as good, they need the defense to really step up even more. So yeah, there's an argument for that. Okay. What do you want to
go?
Let's go south. Let's go
south. We go. South. I mean, what are you going to do
this south. I mean, my last two teams are kind of like whatever. All right, dude, you put the Saints down in third.
They have the worst quarterback in the NFL.
Jameis Winston, okay.
He's the worst quarterback in the NFL.
He's got Michael Thomas to throw to. He's got Jarvis Landry. He's got Chris Olave.
I'm really good.
You know what that means?
Who?
Great.
Hold on. I made a mistake. I'm going to fix that.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here.
Screenshot this. Screenshot this.
No.
Because this is my division right here. I forgot about Mariota. I forgot about Mariota.
Get out of here. Oh, You got to be kidding me.
No, I don't think the Saints are. They are.
Seriously?
Yes.
The Saints have one of the best defenses in the NFL.
It's not going to matter. It's not going to last. You can't overcome 6 interceptions a game. You can't overcome that. Jameis Winston is horrible.
So you mean...
The best thing that could happen is if he goes down, I don't want to root for a guy to get an injury, but the best thing to happen to the Saints is if somebody steps up in his place.
I mean, because what did I say? They got Thomas, they got Landry, they got Olave, which means the ball's going to be in the air a lot. Which means...
Be in the air a lot.
Yeah, there's going to be...
Kamara, too. But
okay.
You know, the bottom dwellers right here. Right, I just don't. Jameis Winston is not a threat to me.
What about Brady?
And what about Brady? You know what? I just don't. By default, Tampa Bay wins that division. Defense is going to be fantastic.
I'm picking Tampa Bay for the same reason, because by default.
Yeah.
Just by default.
But the defense is going to be that good again. I mean, they were a play away from winning. That was an amazing comeback against the Rams, and they were a play away
from continuing on.
From beating the Rams. That's right. Matt Stafford should not have gotten a Super Bowl. That's for all right.
You're still. It's still.
Well, it's an interception. The game was over.
It's still smart in you, isn't it? Okay. All right.
Let's go with the West.
Go to the West. Okay.
I think that's a no-brainer, right? Seattle in the basement.
Seattle in the basement. Drew Lock.
And
number one draft pick. Seattle, number one draft pick. I think in next year's draft. Absolutely.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud from the Buckeyes. I'm going to bring the Buckeyes in.
To Seattle, huh? All right. You already did. Olave, right?
All right.
I'm surprised you didn't talk about Justin Fields more than you.
Trey Lance.
And you glossed over it there.
That's right. I know. Yeah, really. I did. Yeah, no kidding. Trey Lance he's a rookie. He's going to get annihilated. Yeah. I mean, he's going to play like a rookie. I mean, the best thing for the 49ers is start Garoppolo. I would start Garoppolo. I'd run him out of his contract. Yeah. Get him out of the contract. You know, I mean, let him play through and let Lance. There's no reason why Lance is starting.
Their defense is so good, right? Their defense is so good.
Nick Bosa. I saw a picture of Nick Bosa the other day, and the dude is sculpted. I mean, he is just a monster.
He's fast. You put pressure on a quarterback, it changes a game. It changes the game.
Absolutely.
So
like Drew Lock.
But this is the team I really like too. They were so hot last year and they just couldn't keep it going. And Stafford is good for blowing at least 6 games on his own. So Stafford's going back to Pick City. Stafford's going back to Pick City.
If Stafford could stay healthy. I mean, there's all kinds of talk about his arm and all that. But, you know, even in Detroit, there were issues. He still played. If Stafford does one thing, he plays through injuries. You saw him with the Lions.
I saw him lose a lot of games.
But he got beat up.
Some threw a lot of interceptions.
There's a reason why they have a bad second half. Is because the tape comes out, and by the second half of the season, everybody's got Kyler Murray, the tape on Kyler Murray.
It's going to be different. I think it's going to be different for them.
You think so?
My thought is, according to the algorithm, Arizona is going to be a very strong team this year.
All right.
I like it.
So here's what we're going to do now. In this column,
number 1 seed right on down, right?
So let's start with number 1 seed. Okay. Now we know that the number 1 seed has to be one of these 4 teams, right?
I got mine. Yep.
So I got mine. And what we're doing here, folks,
number
is
1
that
seed.
We're putting it so we can't see it. So we do
put it
this.
Out.
Okay, so you know what? I'm only doing that because it's Tom Brady.
Tom Brady by default to the number 1 seed.
I know.
The best record in the NFC.
I know.
And he's got to play your Saints 2 times.
I know.
And he's got to play Marcus Mariota 2 times. Not to mention my boy Baker.
And Rodgers doesn't have as good of a team. I know he doesn't have Devontae Adams. And he's
going to be MVP.
He's going to be MVP.
Yeah. All right, we got to put them all down now. Let's go.
Okay, now let's put the next 3.
Next 3.
Just the division, okay?
Oh, all right.
Division winners.
So 2 seed.
Okay, so I've got the Packers because they're in.
Arizona.
I've got the Cowboys. And I've got the Rams. Okay. Make sure I got that right here. Yeah. Okay, got that right. All right, so now the real question is, who's our wild cards? So we know who's in second place and all that in all the division. I'll go first. My first wild card will be the Cardinals. And the Cardinals get in as the second one. As the first wild card.
I think Dallas. I think both these guys have 4 easy wins right here.
Yep. I can go with that.
In that division. So
okay. Now here's my really wild card. All right. Kirk Cousins, the Purple People Eaters.
Oh my gosh! I forgot about how much you loved them last year.
I did love them last year. I did. I picked up the win to the division last year and everything. I'm going to go Minnesota. I'm going to say that Minnesota sneaks in the playoffs.
All right, I got the Rams sneaking in, even though Stafford's interception.
Okay, that's good. You've got both of those. That's solid. I've got both of them as well. Okay, last wild card. You ready?
I am so excited.
You're going to love this one.
I am so excited for this team.
I'm going Saints. Saints of the Wild.
This is even funnier that I didn't know this. I am so excited for my boy, Baker Mayfield, to sneak in to the playoffs. Let's go, Baker Mayfield. Let's go.
No way.
Let's go.
Buddy. You know what? Get Baker. You know what? The bar is not as high for Baker. He doesn't have a lot of pressure on him. The team is not as good. He's not going to have like an explosive year. I think he's going to have a better than expected season.
If there's one thing about that guy, is you put a chip on his shoulder. I'll tell you right, well, my lock for week 1, you might as well pull out the Kool-Aid pick, is Carolina over Cleveland in week 1. I mean, you put a chip on that guy's shoulder, and he just finds a way to get it done. I wasn't sure if my disdain for Baker, was it Baker? And I think it really showed me how much I dislike Cleveland. I just dislike the city of Cleveland. I don't like the Guardians. I don't like the Cavs. I don't like the Browns. I don't like the city. I don't like the drive to it. I don't.
Here's what I do.
And it really magnified when I saw Baker. I was like, hey, Baker, he ain't so bad.
Here's what I do for the show. We're going to put a graph of the show as the show goes along. And viewership in Cleveland. Okay, so as it's going along, we're getting viewers, and all of a sudden, it just plummets. Okay,
they love me in Cleveland. They love me in Cleveland.
Okay, final thing. Who is going to be your Super Bowl representative for the NFC going to 57 in Glendale, Arizona? Put it right there. So who do you like?
Green Bay.
You're going to go Green Bay.
Aaron Rodgers is going to have a year.
You're going to go Green Bay.
Go. Yeah, it's difficult, but listen, the algorithm spit it out. I wanted to come up with something different, but I told you, my focus this year is deliver winners. Turn on the show, share it with your friends, and every week, you know what you're going to see? You're going to see winning picks, week in, week out. Not gimmicks, algorithm winning picks.
I say that the Rams go back. I think Matt Stafford and the Rams
I knew you were going to pick them to be in the Super Bowl. I already knew that.
They're going to go back. Okay, so question is this team going to win the Super Bowl? Or that team? I mean, I don't think that the Rams win the Super Bowl.
Should we reveal that? Oh, so you're saying your AFC team's going to win the Super Bowl?
I'm saying the AFC team. So that means you have to watch the AFC show.
Yeah, I am not sure. I mean, I already know my AFC team's going to win the Super Bowl.
Okay, there you go. So that means you have to watch the AFC show. That's even better.
Turn it on, man. Right? Come on, we're back.
Absolutely, we are back.
Listen, we will be here. You can count on us. We are going to be here week in, week out to deliver football picks and honest, true, fun. What was it?
This is just
dire realism. whatever it was.
Hold it. Your dour
realism.
Realism. Something like that.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun season.
They said I was all over the place, and then you've got Carl's dour realism. That's right. And we had to look up dour in the dictionary.
Is this a bad thing? No,
it's
fun.
Bad?
Ready to go. Listen, we're smart too.
Oh, that's right. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get this out on Twitter, and we're going to get YouTube. And we're going to get it out. We'll do a little TikTok video, too. You got to do that.
We've got all the social media.
I said Facebook. I mean, we'll get it out all there.
Fire and Brimm. Search for Fire and Brimm in the Pigskin Picks. We want everybody, jump in, do the Survivor pick, get involved, compete against us. I mean, we had real winning records last year.
Absolutely.
Documented winners that we picked last year, week in, week out.
You know what? I put up our record against anybody. Yeah. Honestly. No, seriously. I mean, you look out there,
57%.
Really, absolutely.
Fantastic.
We should move to Vegas.
That's good.
But yeah, go out to ESPN.com and both the Survivor and then also just ATS, against the spread. Sign up, man. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. All right, man. This is fun.
Hey, it's good to see you again.
You got it. We're back.
All right.
We'll see you. Bye.
Pick some winners.